everyone. This is Ken Moorfield, owner and administrator for the artsandfaith.com website. I'm here with another Arts and Faith introduction for one of our top 100 spiritually significant films. Today, I want to give you a brief intro to number 63 on our list, Stop Making Sense, a concert film about the Talking Heads, directed by Jonathan Demme. As I mentioned, Stop Making Sense is number 63 on the website. And you can find the film also on Rotten Tomatoes with a lofty 100% critics rating and 98% score. So the this is a case in which there is alignment between the judgment of the arts and faith viewers and community and the broader critical and internet community as well. One of the questions that's worth asking in an introduction like this is not so much why is there a concert film on a list of films that are spiritually significant, but why this one? Part of the answer might lie in the biographical makeup of the voters. I think if we had voters of a different age, skewing older or younger, we might see instead a Bob Dylan documentary like The Last Waltz, or maybe if we were skewing slightly younger, the U2, one of the U2 documentaries like Rattle and Hum. Maybe even in a more esoteric voting audience, something like Leonard Cohen's I'm Your Man, or one of the Queen concert films. I'm a particularly big fan of Queen Rock Montreal. We understand that music is a significant um, part of people's lives and that people have had all nature of spiritual experiences when they have music. But again, that doesn't answer the question why this particular film. So, one of the things that I think maybe resonates with the audience about the Talking Heads film is the racial integration of the Talking Heads. Certainly, this list was made in spring of 2020, both right on the cusp of protests over the death of George Floyd and the outbreak of COVID 19. And so I think we see perhaps a longing for a world, even if it's only just on the concert stage, where black and white harmonize together, literally and metaphorically. And I think the racial makeup and the celebration of the same, the way that the performers enjoy each other, is a big part of the appeal of this movie. Um, it's a little bit passe to talk about lyrics of music as though they were poetry. Nevertheless, I do think that there is much to find that spiritually resonates. This is a clip from early in the film where David Byrne is singing Heaven as a place that hardly ever happens, where nothing hardly ever happens. I thought it was metaphoric and appropriate that within the context of the concert film, heaven is not a destination or a place that you go to, but a place that is built. The stage is being built around the performer as he is singing about heaven. Um, the Talking Heads lyrics are not explicitly religious, but you do get occasional mentions for lines such as God help us lose our minds. Um, where does this highway lead? And of course, one of my favorites, I don't care how impossible it seems. So there does seem to be a deeper spiritual longing um, that is invested within the lyrics. Mostly, though, I probably think what attracts arts and faith viewers to this concert film is David Byrne's absolutely electrifying performance. He rises, he jumps, he runs around the stage with near manic energy. There's great physicality to the performance that reminds us that we are incarnational, we are body as well as spirit. And I think we see in Burns' performance a very rare glimpse at what I would call the ecstatic as a religious experience. The dictionary defines ecstatic as a you know, self-generated mystical experience. Now, I would quibble a little bit with self-generated because in this case we have music, and even in a traditional sense, the ecstatic has some sort of transcendent connection to that which is outside of the body, but which manifests itself within the body. So it's a terrifically physical performance, and it's makes us keenly aware of our bodies as the performers are jumping, running, dancing, and in all manners, expressing themselves physically. So I think those are a couple reasons why Stop Making Sense makes sense as number 63 on the Arts and Faith Spiritually Significant list. So more talk about auteur theory and some other introductions. But for right now, I invite you to really key up, stream Jonathan Demme's Stop Making Sense and see if you agree that it's one of the top 100 spiritually significant films of all time.